Welcome to the Sports Betting Top Picks and Plays. This is for the College Basketball Edition, Sunday, March the 16th. Again, we have 4 games to go over with you here. We have a slate of games courtesy of oddslogic.com with the latest updates for the line moves, over-unders, and the injury report, oddslogic.com. First game we're going to look at here is VCU at home versus George Mason. 7.5 VCU, total 126. It's gone all the way up to 128.5. It's gone all the way up to there. Mainly 127s, but it's pushing towards 128. And the line has gone to 8. Some 7.5 to 8.5. 8.5 we're seeing right now. So we're gonna look into this game right now. Just one moment. Okay, so George Mason is the underdog here, and the public is on the under in this game. So George Mason on the under. All right, so we'll look into this game further. George Mason versus VCU. Right, so George Mason versus VCU. We'll look into this one here. They've already played twice already. So the first meeting in George Mason, George Mason was a 4.5 point favorite, and VCU covered and won 54 to 50. It was under the total, under 140. Second game was in VCU, and VCU was an 11 point favorite. VCU covered and won. 70-54 is under 130. So this is basically the third meeting in this game. Third meeting between VCU and George Mason. George Mason overall 8-2 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. George Mason has won 4 straight games. They're 4-1 last 5, and 3-2 to the over. As for VCU, 9-1 last 10, 6-2 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. VCU 4-1 last 5 games, and are 2-3 to the under. So both teams 2-3 to the under VCU. George Mason 3-2 to the over, and VCU's 8.5. So my play for this game, this is a neutral site game here. Let's see. This game is in DC, Washington, DC. So I agree with the public. I like George Mason. I like the under. Both the games have gone under this year. And overall, the last 3 meetings have gone under. So everything ties into the under in George Mason. That's my first play in this game. So I like that. For game number 2, let me see, one moment. Yeah, the second game we're going to look at here. Tennessee on the road. Tennessee hosting Tennessee versus Florida. Tennessee's the favorite. Florida's the favorite, 5.5. The game is in Nashville, Tennessee. So Tennessee does have to have the home edge. They have the home edge in this series. So we'll look into this one further. It's 5.5. The lines drop down to 5, even receiving 4.5s right now. So it's coming down. So it's really dropping. And the total from 140 to 144, 143.5, 144. So it's coming down now. We're seeing from 3 to 5.5. 3.5 to 5, 5.5. Now we even saw 4.5. We'll definitely look into this one. It's mainly 5.5s out there, but we'll look into it further. We'll look at the line here. Florida getting all the public support, and the unders are getting the underplay here. Well, it's a bit of both now, so there's a bit of resistance between the over and the under. Yeah, a bit of resistance there. But the public for the side, they're on Florida in this game. So we'll look into this one further. Let's see here. So Tennessee, Florida, head-to-heads. They've already played twice already, 2 times. So the first meeting in January the 7th in Florida. Florida -3. Well, they were favored. They won at home, and it was under 152. It was under the total. Second meeting February 1st in Tennessee. Tennessee was -3, and Tennessee won and covered 64-44 is under 144. This is basically an under series. The last 4 meetings have gone under. So head-to-head right now, 8-2 last 10, 4-6 to the under, and 4-6 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. So Tennessee, they were basically 4-1 last 5 games, and are 3-2 to the over. Florida right now, 9-1 last 10, 9-1 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. Florida's won 5 straight games, and they are 5-0 to the over. So they've gone over in 6 straight games, but last 5 they've gone over 5 straight. But this series with Tennessee, it's basically an under series. Let's see here. So it's 5.5 right now, this game. Let's see. Let me look into this further. Tennessee, Florida. Let's see. Oh man, let's see what this one is. Tennessee, 4 straight unders. Head-to-head 4 straight. I'm gonna go in this game here. I'm gonna let me look at this one here. Let me look into this one further. I'm still looking into this to decide. I'm gonna take Florida here. I like Florida. I'm gonna take Florida on the point. I'm not gonna touch the side. I'm not gonna touch the total. I'm just gonna take Florida. Florida and the points. I like Florida here. Florida. I know I went down from 5.5 to 5, but we're even seeing a 4.5 too. I saw a 4.5. So I'm gonna take Florida in this game. Yeah, I did see a 4.5. Let me look again because I saw a 4.5. Yeah, I saw a 4.5. Let me look into this one. But I like Florida here. Let's see. Yeah, I like Florida. Even at 4.5, I'll take Florida. I like Florida here. Florida, I like Florida to cover the points against Tennessee. I'll take Florida. I'm gonna stay away from the total, and I'll be taking Florida in this game. The third game we're gonna look at here. It's gonna be UAB at Memphis. So this one here is in Fort Worth, Texas. So this one here, -7, opened up, total 160. This line has dropped drastically now, all the way down to 3.5. Memphis, yeah, it's down to 3.5 in this game. The total here is gone down to 157.5, 158. So it's come down, the line's dropped, and we're seeing 157.5, 158. We'll look into this game further. Let's see here. So UAB, so it's a mixed bag between UAB and Memphis. and the over seems like to play in this game. So we'll look into this game further. So like Florida here, let's see. So you've already played twice already. First game in Memphis. Memphis won 100-77. It was Memphis was minus 7-point favorites. They covered. It was over the total, 159. Second game, the UAB, and UAB was a 1-point favorite. Memphis covered in 88-81. It was over 161. So this is the third meeting. 7-3 last 10 UAB, 5-5 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. UAB's won 2 straight games. They are 3-2 last 5 games, and are 3-2 to the over. Memphis 9-1 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. Memphis has won 9 straight games. They're 5-0 last 5, 3-2 to the over. Yeah, the only way I can look at this game, I have to look at the over. I'm going to take the over in this game. I'm not touching this side. I'm going to bet the over. The series itself, it's been an over series. It's gone over in 4 straight meetings. It's gone over. So I'm going to stick with the over in this game. Over 157.5, 158. I'm going to take the over in this game. And then the fourth and final game we're going to look at will be Michigan at Wisconsin. That's the one we're going to look at. So Michigan, Wisconsin. This one's in Indianapolis, Indiana. Wisconsin favored 3.5. Total 149.5. It's gone up to 150, 151, and the line's gone to 4. Michigan by 4 now. So look into this game further. Let's see here. Yep, so look into this game further here. Wisconsin getting all the play. The public's on Wisconsin. And the over. I see it's a mixed bag. A little bit of under over, but the majority is on the over. A little bit of resistance, not that much, but we like the over. We're around the over. That's what the public's showing. We'll look into this game now. That's Wisconsin, Michigan. They've already played twice already. First game in Michigan. Again, Wisconsin was favored 8.5. Michigan covered in 1. 72-68. It was under the total. 143. Second game in Wisconsin. Again, Wisconsin is favored by 3. Michigan won 67-64. It was under 152.5. So this is the third meeting now. Wisconsin 7-3 last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. Wisconsin 4-1 last 5 games, and are 3-2 to the over. Michigan 6-4 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 5-5 to the over under. Michigan 2-3 last 5 games, and they've won 2 straight, covered 2 straight, and they are 3-2 to the over. So both teams are playing to the over. It's -4 Wisconsin. Let me see this one here. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to bet over 150.5, and I like. Let me look at the first half here. Let me see something if I can get an edge here. See if I see any angles I like. Let's see. I'm gonna take I'm going to take Michigan in the first half. Michigan in the first half and the over 150.5. Michigan plus 1.5 and the over 150.5. And for the Memphis game, I mentioned the over in the Memphis game. I'm also going to take Memphis. I'm going to take Memphis minus 3.5. I'm going to take Memphis minus 3.5. So I'll take Memphis minus 3.5. I like Memphis here. I forgot to mention that. Memphis minus 3.5. And I like the over in the Memphis UAB game. Michigan first half plus 1.5. And I like the over 150.5 for Wisconsin, Michigan. All right, so that's all 4 games, championship games for the college basketball edition. My name is Abby. Good luck to you guys. Whether you favor follow these picks, it's up to you. I hope you do cash your tickets. Again, hope you hit some big winners for these games today. Good luck to you guys. Hit the like and subscribe button for more picks and plays through the March Madness tournament, Final Four to the finals. We got you covered here for college basketball. Good luck to you guys. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Good luck. Peace. Take care.